The world is full of things, from this teddy bear to the thing, but not all things are equal. This thing is clearly better than this one. And just as not all things are equal in value, they are not equal in height. Science has proven that some things are taller than others, making use of innovative new technology like the tape measure. Only thanks to this pioneering scientific research am I able to make this video. Believe it or not, this is not a giant monster made of stone. It's actually the tallest statue in the world. Known as the Statue of Unity, it was cast in the image of India's first Deputy Prime Minister, a man whose name I can't pronounce. Rising 790 feet tall, it is nearly 300 feet taller than the next tallest statue, which explains why it took 5 years and more than $400 million to complete. In recent years, Asia has seen something of a competition to build the world's tallest statue. Of the 20 tallest statues in the world, 19 are in Asia. In second place is a Chinese statue, but that will soon be overtaken by a new Indian one under construction. 2 years ago, a bizarre structure was unveiled in the city of Dubai. At nearly 500 feet, it is the biggest picture frame in the world. Coated in glass and aluminium, it's an incredibly shiny sight, and lights up at night. You're probably wondering why they would build such a big frame, and to be honest, so am I. It was selected as part of an architecture competition, one that received 900 proposals, and apparently none of them were any good because the winner was a giant frame. In the German town of Binz was recently built the world's tallest sandcastle. Built by an international team of 12 sculptors, it was just shy of 58 feet tall, beating the previous record of 54.5, which for some reason was also in Germany. It was built entirely from sand and water, with no internal structure at all, so it took 11,000 tons of sand and careful sculpting for it not to collapse. The amount of work it must have taken is admirable, but at the same time, I would love to destroy it. The world's tallest chicken is a lot bigger than you might think. Abandoned for decades, it stands in the middle of the Indonesian jungle. It was built to be a church, in the hope that would help spread Christianity in Asia. But before its completion, the man behind it ran out of money and was forced to just give up. He had already spent a decade building by that point, and much of the church was finished. Since the year 2000, the chicken church has simply been left to fall apart. Originally, the building was meant to be a dove, but I guess it's easier to make a chicken church than a dove one. Crossing a deep valley in southern France, this is the tallest bridge in the world. Reaching a height of 1,100 feet, it's more than 3 times taller than the Statue of Liberty. It's also 8,000 feet long, and its construction required new technology to be developed, resulting in a cost of 390 million euros. But despite the cost and scale of the bridge, it is only expected to survive around 120 years. This is the world's tallest outdoor elevator. Scaling a Chinese cliff edge, it's 1,070 feet high. It serves mainly as a tourist attraction, giving a unique view of sandstone rock formations nearby. But because of its sheer size, the elevator has long been plagued by safety concerns. Such concerns are partly due to the high speed of ascendancy. It takes just 92 seconds to reach the top, a climb that by foot would take over an hour. For a while now, dictatorships have been competing to build the world's tallest flagpole. First there was the 323-foot flagpole of Kijong-dong in North Korea, then the 436-foot flagpole of Turkmenistan. After that, Azerbaijan erected a 531-foot pole. Just 1 year later, a 10-foot taller flagpole was unveiled in Tajikistan. For 3 years it reigned as the tallest in the world. Then in 2014, Saudi Arabia built the Jeddah flagpole, standing 561 feet. It was built with 500 tons of steel, and still now is the tallest on Earth. This is the world's tallest dam. There really isn't much to say about it. It's just a huge dam in China, which is the land of huge dams. 1,001 feet tall, plans for the dam were actually made in the 1960s, but only in 2005 did construction begin. It's so big it diverted a major river, causing thousands of locals to relocate. As well as this, the world's third and fourth tallest dams are also in China. For a long time, the tallest structure ever built was a radio mast. Built in 1974, the Warsaw radio mast was 2,120 feet high. It was so big radio signals were able to be sent and received almost anywhere on Earth. But because of its immense height, it would collapse in 1991. While one of its support wires was being changed, a sudden gust of wind blew it over like in a cartoon. No one even knows how heavy the mast was. It's estimated to have been 900,000 pounds. Until 2009, no other structure would surpass it in height. Today, the world's tallest radio mast is in North Dakota. Built in 1963, it was the world's tallest structure until the Warsaw mast was built. Built at a cost of $1.5 billion, this is the world's tallest building. It rises 2,700 feet into the Dubai skyline and has become an icon of the city. Known as Burj Khalifa, it also holds several other records, like the world's highest restaurant. Due to its size, the building has 57 elevators and nearly 3,000 stairs. The plumbing system alone consists of 215 miles of piping, and the air conditioning gives the equivalent of 12 million kilograms of melting ice each day. Being too dangerous for humans, the upper segment of the tower has its windows cleaned by machines, of which the building has 24,000 windows, which take 3 months to fully clean. Most surprising is that the main contractor for the construction was Samsung, and I had no idea they make buildings.